guess on to the Caps. I guess we're going to switch to the Caps. I'm watching the game here, and they just lost to the Carolina Hurricanes on the road and were shut out. This is a problem. Talked about this already. These guys can't win on the road. They're like another team, and this is a problem. It's a problem. Sunday, they go to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, I think they've won 4 or 5 in a row now. They're playing good hockey. That's going to be tough. And their one home game on this little run here is Tuesday night, and that's against the Boston Bruins. And again, if you haven't seen what the Boston Bruins are doing, you better open your eyes and look, because they're smoking fools. Why aren't the Caps playing consistent? I'm sure, yeah, you can say injuries. No Backstrom, no Mike Green. I mean, obviously those are two of the big four. But these guys aren't getting enough shots to the net. They're not shooting the puck enough. They're being a little timid. I think they're starting to actually pass up on some open shots. It's rough. It's a long season. I mean, I think the hockey season is the most brutal of all the professional sports seasons. I mean, you got 82 games of grinding. I mean, there are some brutal road trips, especially for the Southeast Division this year. I mean, one of the teams in their division who used to be the Atlanta Thrashers is Winnipeg. Does anybody know where Winnipeg is? It's far. It's not Carolina. It's not Tampa. It's not Florida. It's not a 90-minute plane ride. It's friggin' Winnipeg. It's far away. Like, real far. You know, I mean, they're frustrating. They're very frustrating. So they've only won 5 games this month. They beat Calgary, squeaked out 1-0 to Pittsburgh, squeaked out one against the Lightning at home. Carolina they beat at home. They did start the road trip off in Montreal with a win. They did get one road win. But at St. Jose, they lost. At the Kings, they lost. They lost to Carolina tonight. I don't know. It's a problem. And these things will fester, and these things will cost you points. And you all know what the points mean. Where it's position time. You got to get in position to have a good seed, to at least have home ice for 1 round, preferably 2. But it's going to be tough for the Capitals to do this. Yeah, they can win the division, absolutely. They have the talent. They can go on a run and win the division, not a problem. But I don't see anything right now that's inspiring me to say that they're going to do anything higher than a 3 seed. And after the first round, if they survive that, I mean, this is the same Capitals team that can't survive a first round when they do have home ice. So, who knows? But Caps need to step it up. Big game Sunday against the Pittsburgh Penguins, and then an equally big game Tuesday evening at Verizon against the mighty Bruins. So hopefully these guys get it together. I think they're sitting at 25, 17, and 2, I believe, somewhere in there. So they've been kind of floundering around. They're playing like 500 hockey, which is what they were playing when they fired Boudreau. They haven't really gotten on a run. I mean, the only little mini win streaks they put together is if they have a 2 or 3 game homestand. So we'll see what's up with the Caps with that. Terps. I told you Florida State's a good basketball team, and they showed Maryland why. Watching Maryland is very refreshing, and it's also very frustrating. It's refreshing knowing that what Coach Turgeon has done with such a young team, with no depth, no height, they're in every game. Nobody blows Maryland out. And the Terps, they were in that game. They were in the game. They had a chance to win the game, and uh, it's these little 5 to 7 minute little glitches they have during the game where I don't know what happens. I think it's just youth and just staying focused for 40 minutes. They have these little 5 to 7 minute runs where they're just not there. And Florida State exposed them. They went on like a 19-3 run or something like that, and that was the difference. You take that little segment of the beginning of the second half out of the game, and Maryland's right with them on the road in Tallahassee against a damn good Florida State team. Florida State's no joke. They're here to play and they're here to stay. They got length, they got depth, they got inside shooting, inside post moves, outside shooting, and they defend better than anybody in the conference, and that includes Duke. So Terps have one tomorrow morning. Actually, should be interesting. They go to the Palestra in Philadelphia. They're going to play Temple in a non-conference game. That game's being played at 11 in the morning. So that'll be interesting how that one plays out. Temple, they're a good basketball team. If you didn't know, they beat Duke. They're fundamentally sound. They play good defense. They shoot the three very well. And it should be interesting. Going to the Palestra is a cool place. One of the old gyms in America. So it should be fun, and hopefully the Terps pull one out there. They're double-digit underdogs. I think that spread's way, way, way too big. People are undervaluing the Terps lately. They were double-digit dogs to Florida State. If you took Maryland, you covered. Same with Temple. Temple's given Maryland 13 points. I haven't done too much homework on Temple, but I know they play great defense. They don't score a lot, but they can play. Just off the top of my head, I think I'd be a little surprised if Temple beat Maryland by more than 13, barring some sort of weird performance, I guess. But that's tomorrow morning, and we'll talk about that more on Monday as well. But I guess that's pretty much where we're at here. I guess it's time for picks on the NFC and the AFC title games. So let's time to listen up and put your money where your mouth is, and we'll take a look at the games right now.